All right, and we are live. Hey. How's everybody doing this Monday evening after the Carifta Games 50th edition? I got to say, I really enjoyed it. We're going to recap today. Normally, Monday, we go straight to different topics as we're doing here. For the people that are here on the live or the recording, thank you for coming out. Smash that like button. But one thing I gotta say here, I noticed this with the Bahamian athletes. They kind of come with the sunglasses. They trying to come with some style and everything like that. I see them at every one of the championships. Sometimes the entire team just comes up with that. I see the guys wearing the glasses, sunglasses thing, or the tinted glasses thing a lot more. But I don't really see too many of the other teams doing it in the Caribbean nations. So yeah. So anyway, you're listening to Head and Shoulders ATR, where we cover athletes, performances, and otherwise that are head and shoulders above the rest. Everybody. So a couple of notable things I want to talk about here. We got Jadan Dawkins. She came in here and she put in the work in the jumps, the long and the triple jump. She won both of them. She almost didn't even make it to the final round. She was not doing well at all. Then she got her jump, put it together, got herself into the final round. I think that jump is the one that actually caused her to win. So that's pretty good on her. So congratulations to her. We'll go over the results a little bit later. Another one, we got Michelle Smith. She came in just like I said with the 800. Okay, look, we should really be seeing a lot more 400, 800, and more 400 hurdlers and 800 doublers that are able to come in and win or at least medal in both events. We shouldn't just be seeing 800, 1500, or something like that. So a thing, Mo, she says she's got her eyes out for that 4-8 double. Okay? I got her eyes out for the 4-8 double. So stay tuned for that. I really look forward to seeing more of those types of athletes. Michelle Smith, she came in, she mollywopped the field in that 400 hurdles. Then she came in today and destroyed at the end. She got and gapped the field about 1 second outside of her personal best in the 800. So she came in yesterday, put in work, and today. And another thing, I think we need to review a video. I'm trying to bring it up right now. I don't know. Xfinity Comcast is really playing games with the internet quality now. And I actually searched it. It is not good quality here. So hopefully things aren't buffering on you guys' end. It's not buffering for me right now. But one thing I do know, I was trying to play some of the videos and test out some of the stream right now. And it's not looking too hot with that. So hopefully I'm able to do that. So I apologize in advance if we aren't doing that. So I'm trying to pull up the video now. Give me just a second if I can. How did you all feel for the people that are here that they said they wanted to rerun the 4x100 meter relay? And I'm glad those teams, all of them, including the one that protested. I'm just wondering. That means the teams and coaches had to have spoken. Because if was it Barbados decided to say, hey, we didn't get a fair start. I'm trying to bring that up right now so that we could review that from yesterday before we go on to today. But yeah, if they said they didn't get a fair shake at it, you would think the judges would say, excuse me, I think, oh, let me take her off the screen while I'm doing this. You would think the judges would say, hey, why don't we just rerun the one team, right? Why don't we just rerun the one team, not all of them? Like that's kind of weird. But they decided they wanted to rerun the whole thing. And I'm just thinking, you got athletes that are competing in the 200. You got athletes that's probably competing in the field events. Like, come on now. And just like they said, they got athletes being overworked. So why don't you do that? What I thought should have happened, and if I were one of the officials, you give them what, 2 minutes? It was one of the last events on. It was the last events on the track. You give them 2 minutes recovery. They ran a significant portion of the race. Because look, if you think about the 100, you running 40 meters of the 100, you ran almost half the race. Give them about 2 minutes. Reset the rest of the field. Give them 2 minutes. Bring them in. So let me see it right here. I think I got it on the screen now.
Shoulder shit.
Okay, let's go with that.
With
Give me just a second. I think this is the one right here. And then they DQ'd Jamaica out of both of them. And I was like, man, I don't know why I didn't catch that one yesterday, to be honest. I have no clue why I didn't catch that one yesterday. Okay, let's see. Nope, this is not it right here. Nope, I don't have the correct race up. So anyway, let's go over the results while I'm trying to figure this out in the background. I want to slow down the program. Let's just go over the results for now. This is going to be more of a recap. Usually Mondays I have other topics. Next week I'm going to give you guys a preview for the people that are here. It's either going to be next Monday or the Monday after that. We're going to start defining things. I am defining something for you guys, the bench players. Let me ask you all that are here right now, for the professional athletes out there, of the ones that you think, a bench player, relay duty, the ones that are stuck on perpetual relay duty. Those are the bench players here. And I'm talking about of nations that can make finals, nations that can win medals. So we're not talking about all the nations here. So it kind of gives a little bit there. But we technically are. If you are stuck on relay duty, you're a bench player. This is athletes don't have that. So the sprinters got an advantage. Whether they're 100, 200, 400, that they got relays to go on. And if you're stuck on a relay, getting medals there, and you can't do it in the open, or you can't make finals. So there are two different types of bench players. You got the ones that can't make the finals at all, or the ones that used to, and then they transition to doing, not making finals. Shout out to Johan Blake, unfortunately. Or you got the ones that just can't make the finals whatsoever. But let's say they can make the finals, but every time they make the final, they're outside of the medals. Remember Asafa Powell? He was there. He could not get a medal for the life of him. World record holder multiple times over, destroying and demolishing people, but couldn't do it. We might hurt some people's feelings. So stay tuned. Next Monday or the Monday after that, we're going to talk about the perpetual bench players. And right now, drop who you think are the bench players, who you think are potential bench players, whether it's USA, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, whoever you think right now. So let's go over some of the results. This is day 3, the final day. We're going to go over the Javelin. Let me bring them up on the screen, actually, before I go over that result. I like that Javelin competition. Where is that at? Oh, I don't actually have their images ready, so I'm not going to do that right now. So we're going to go over the Javelin right here. And I want to shout out to the athletes there, because Camara Strawn from the Bahamas, I think they said she was only 14, so she's still going to qualify next year. I know she says 15, but I think that's because of birthdays and however that marks, so they do the age up. But Camara Strawn, 46.07 meters. She defeated the then defending champion Dior Ray Scott, who had it at 44.7. And so Scott even improved her mark, 45.13. She was not doing well at all. She could not get the mark over 40 meters, not whatsoever. I like the tenacity. And then Nia Jules, she actually winded up winning the pole vault later on that day. So she got a bronze over here in the javelin. Then she winded up getting pole vault. Y'all know pole vault is my favorite event. Second favorite, marathon. Or actually, second favorite is actually triple jump. And then long jump, and then the marathon. But as far as that, my favorite events are the field events. I don't really give them as much light or do as I should. But then let's go over here to the high jump. So congratulations to those ladies right there. My internet is going a little bit too janky right now. I'm trying to play something in the background and it's glitching too much. So we're just gonna drop the playing the video right now, and we're just gonna go straight into the results. And then that's what we're gonna do for the recap, and then go over some of the play-by-play. But I can't help it with Xfinity and then trying to play this. I don't know if you guys hear my computer, but it's going on overdrive. I got a bunch of tabs open trying to get the races up, but not going. So we got Torian Kavian of Jamaica, 1.81 meters to get the girls' high jump. And now she was a little bit disappointed in herself because she was trying to go after a higher and higher mark, and you could see her visibly on her face. She's just like, ugh, I know I could get this easily. I imagine if I'm in her shoes, she's like, I could get this easily. Some of the other athletes, they said, look, I'm ready to go. It kind of showed in their performance over here in the high jump a little bit. Not going to talk about who, but they just look like, I'm out of it. Then we got Dejanay Bruce. So Jamaica 1-2, 1.78 meters. Then we got Kanisha Shelburne, Trinidad Tobago 1.75. That's your top three. Congratulations to those ladies and all the finalists there. We got the long jump. As I said earlier, we had the long jump with Jadeanne Dawkins. She barely made it through. And then, come to find out, she's got a negative 1.1 win and still outdid everybody else. I think she's ranked number 2 in NACAC. And she's in the top 10 in the world this year, if I'm not mistaken, for the U20. So look out for her at that for the U20 championships and all of that stuff. 6.14 meters for Jadeanne Dawkins of Jamaica. Congratulations to her. Then we got Gaines Janae Day, Trinidad and Tobago, 5.93 meters. This was a good long jump competition. So for the people that don't really watch the jumps too much, and in whatever cuts that you could find in that jump in between the coverage that they have, I don't know if they had a dedicated one. I was looking at the live stream, so they were just going back and forth. But if you can find a dedicated one, I'm telling you, maybe it's my biased opinion, but long jump, triple jump, high jump, pole vault, man, that they was throwing down. That javelin, I found an interest in that. And not all the time do I find an interest in that either. So then we got Dejanay Bruce. Once again, Jamaica. Now she's got a bronze. So 5.78 meters. Congratulations to those ladies right there. Let's see if we could get some more of this here as we wrap it up. Today's going to be a lot shorter. We got the boys semifinals of the 4x4. We're not really going to go with that. Then we got the open pole vault. So that was Nia Jules again. She winded up getting the bronze earlier at St. Lucia's, right? Over there in the javelin. And she comes here and demolishes the field in the pole vault, and she gets 2.8 meters. So congratulations to her to win that. Then we got Naima Caprice. I am destroying that name. 2.7 meters in second. And then we got Luann Pranzola. Man, I am destroying those names right there. 2.6 meters. All right, let's move on to the next event. But again, on Mondays, we typically are going to go through specialized personalities and things like that. So we're going to do something a little bit different here. It's going to be very experimental. So Mondays usually come for that, but we had a special event here, so we just doing a recap. So anyway, we got the let me see if I can pull that up. So give me just a second so I can see if I can pull up the 100. I got the timestamps here. I'm going to try one more time to see if I can play it in the background. I'm going to see one more time if I could play it in the background. Because you guys have already seen the races. So a lot of times I like to try to commentate on the personality. So what are we looking at? We looking at the, what was that? The 100-meter hurdles, right? All right, let's pull that up. Got the timestamp right here. 100-meter hurdles. No, not the semis. We got the final. All right. Hopefully this plays through. I had to put the video quality down a little bit. So let's play this through. Let's pull this up. But like I said, you guys have already seen these races. Let's pull it.
The athletes get the command on the 17 girls 100-meter hurdles.
I got this on 2x right now. You know, I got to catch up with things. Like I said, I got multiple things going on with that. Let's do this.
Fred Caprice, France, Harewood, Davidson, Binger, Swindle, and Gomes. Off they go. Davidson, the defending champion, got up well. Binger starts to chase her. The two Jamaicans are already away from the rest. It's Davidson and Binger. Brianna Davidson defends her title brilliantly. Binger gets second and the bronze medal goes to France of Curacao from lane 3. But the Jamaicans start brilliantly at champion line.
Now at different schools, but when you put on that black, green and gold, you're one team. Davidson wins, Binger second, and the defending champions on a roll.
15:30 of Curacao takes, and she put
on the left of the two Jamaicans, Davidson hurdling right beside her. Let me stick by.
But this was actually a very exciting race here. You see the competition
race together. Here's another look at it.
How do y'all feel about
Binger on the left of the two Jamaicans, Davidson hurdling right beside her. Let me stick by Binger coming up now, and the flawless defending champion flows away from her and takes the gold medal for the second time. Head-on shot shows how good Davidson is at getting back to ground after leaving it to clear each hurdle. Binger drifting outside to her lane, but right down the center is Davidson, the defending champion, clear and run.
For the hurdle technique. What I'm gonna do because of time reasons, today I'm gonna show one more race, and then I'm gonna go straight into the what I was just doing.
Upset when she won it last year, Alexis James. Wouldn't be an upset if she defends.
Here we go.
Silver at 100, gold at 4x1, looking for individual gold. Off they go. Brilliant start for Malia Edwards of Barbados. Alexis James gets into her running. Asharia Hewlett chases her. James and Hewlett. James' speed takes her away from Hewlett and she defends her title. Back-to-back title defenses for the Jamaicans. 13:01 on the clock. If that is win legal, that is a new Carifta Games record. Amoy Brown's 13:15. Weight conference.
There's a celebration with the Jamaican team. Hewlett on the left-hand side. 13:06 for Alexis James. Comes from the western part of Jamaica. Hurdles like a champion and has a gold medal in a prime event, the sprint hurdles.
New Carifta Games record. Asharia Hewlett comes through at 13:24. Gets a personal best.
Okay, now we go over to 110. We got the look back right here.
Set.
Off they go. Swan got up brilliantly. Carby also running well now for Jamaica. Shakir Lewis trying to go with him. It's Carby up Jamaica ahead of Lewis. Zwang is holding on for the bronze medal from Curacao. Oh, he falls. Jamaica ahead of Lewis. Zwang is holding on for the bronze medal from Curacao. Oh, he falls. Ahead of Lewis.
I don't like about it.
Zwang is holding on for the bronze medal from
All right, I like that he's, showboating
Curacao.
a bit. What I don't like is this could go wrong. I've seen this multiple times. I've announced at so many events. An athlete looking back like that, what if he misstepped? Like, he could literally tear something in his ankle. He could tear something in his ankle.
Oh, he falls. Carby blows the field away. Beats it.
But what do y'all think about that?
Oh, he falls.
Am I healthy?
Well now for Jamaica. Shakir Lewis trying to go with him. It's Carby up Jamaica ahead of Lewis. Zwang is holding on for the bronze medal from Curacao. Oh, he
go ahead and do that. But at what he's doing and looking back like that right there, all the way back, he kind of did the Talu a little bit. When she was just like, yo, where's everybody at? She's just like, yo, where's everybody at? She wasn't showboating, I don't think, but he's looking. I think he might kind of low-key hurt himself, but congratulations to him.
Falls. Carby blows the field away. Beats his teammate in another Jamaican 1-2. And it was very close for bronze. It might have been one of the Bahamians. After Lizelle Swan crashed into the final hurdle. And if the wind is legal, we have another record in the hurdles. And this
Had a lot of things going on. And I said, I'm going to make some.
Prince, Gordon, Robinson, Pierce, and Kennedy. Two Jamaicans, two Bahamians, two Barbadians. Off they go. Brilliant start for Otto of the Bahamas. Otto of the Bahamas in front. Demaria Prince and Shaquille Gordon chasing him. Prince gets ahead of Otto. It's gonna be Prince who strikes gold. Otto gets the silver. Gordon, last year's under 17 champion, has to settle for bronze. But the long jump silver medalist becomes the sprint hurdles gold medalist. 13:37 the winning time for Demaria Prince, a new personal best.
Wow. Stuck in the blocks because of the false start scare in the first go round, but kept his cool, hurdled smoothly and strongly to the finish in a personal best time. Not far from the meet record. That's Otto, a medal for silver medal for the Bahamians. Otto Lang, 13:49, a fine time for the silver medalist. And the Jamaican pride in the hurdles continue.
13.37 with the win. Let me go over some of the results here, because I don't have the results out there written down like that. Let me do this. Let me pull this off the screen so I can honor the second and third and everything like that. So let's go back over for those U17. So Brianna Davis, obviously, with the win, 13:31. Then we got in second. This ad block thing won't show up. Komoy Binger. So it was Jamaica 1-2, of course, 13:51. Then we got Zaza Franz, 14:26. That was your U17 100 hurdles results. Then we got the U20. All right, so let me go over those results real quick. Of course, Alexis James, new championship record for Jamaica, 13.06. Then we got Ashiri Ulette, 13:24. Then we got Nia Brown, 13:80. Now let's go back over these results for the 100 10-meter hurdles. U17, Kahim Carby, 13:49 for Jamaica. Of course, y'all saw that. Shakir Lewis, 14:20. Then Quentin Roll, 14:49. Now I'm going to bring the results on the screen because I notice I don't have my screen share for that. My apologies, everybody. Smash the like button if you're here. Smash the like button if you're here. I want to make sure that we're here. Are you guys hearing me, by the way? I don't see a comment here in the comment section. Usually people are here commenting. So let me do something. Because I want to make sure I'll be heard. Let me do something real quick. Yeah, okay, I can hear myself. I would imagine we wouldn't have this many people out here if they couldn't hear me, but there's been people sitting there and couldn't hear me, and I didn't find out until 5-10 minutes into a video, so just want to make sure. Okay, let me share my screen real quick, though. Let me share my screen. Don't forget to come out next Sunday. Every Sunday and Monday, we're going live at 6:15 p.m. Central USA time. Every Sunday and Monday until the schedule changes. So Sundays, we're going to do weekly recaps of all the track and field events, major news that may have happened. If somebody slips on a banana peel, like Sha'Carri Richardson, we're going to report on that and her reaction to that. Brianna Williams jumps for joy. She does something special or something like that. We're going to cover that. And Noah Lyles, he said he's found a new religion and said, you know what? I'm going to become a 400-meter athlete. We're going to cover that too. And on Mondays, we have usually a breakdown of things. So we're going to have a new edition. We're going to start defining the bench players of track and field, the relay duty members of track and field. All right? We're going to start defining the best coaches of track and field, because I don't think the coaches really get shouted out that much, okay? They really don't. They really don't. Then we're going to go over to the U20 110 hurdles. U20 110 hurdle results. Okay, what the heck just happened here? Did I just go on a different website? Because Miles Split got this. Okay, hold on. All right. All right. Wait a minute. I just want to make sure. Okay, so they got the results different for the U20 110. But let me not slow down and get distracted too much for that. Is that even the results? Okay. 14-4-7. Kellyanne Hyperlight. Amari Bennett, 14-53 in second. Otto Lang, 13. Wait a minute. Hold up. I knew something was wrong. Okay, hold on. Because I'm like, Demario Prince won this. And I'm just reading the results. And I'm like, hold up. Or did Demario Prince get second? Let me look at my results. Yeah, 13 here. Why are they not showing the final? These are the seed times. And they're showing the lanes. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this. So I don't have the exact results because Demario Prince won this in 13:37. Y'all, hey, Watch Athletics, y'all got me out here looking like a fool. I just went and read that off of GP, but it looks like that wasn't the thing. So anyway, we went over the 800-meter girls right here. So let's just go over the results real quick. I don't know what happened with that glitch, but Alika Reynolds of Jamaica with the win. This is actually a pretty good win for Jamaica in the 800. So there might be some more 800 athletes. I do be pointing that out. Jamaica's making a climb in that 400 slowly but surely. And in this, if there could be some more interest in Jamaica out of the 800, 1500, I think Jamaica could actually start meddling and potentially win. I wouldn't say dominate, but I think Jamaica actually could put some damage in that 800. I think Jamaica could put some damage in the 800. But y'all kind of view in the Caribbean nations as a whole, the 400 like it's a distance race. I've heard multiple people, professional athletes saying, that's distance, that's distance. But 2:14.67, so congratulations on her on the win. Ashlyn Simmons in second, 2:16.28. Shanicia Bryan, 2:16.81. Not too much to comment on this one, but on the U20, well, I will say this comment on the U17. We got Myers here. Now, this is your champion from the 1500, 5000, if I'm not mistaken. He wasn't looking too hot. Remember, he was the front runner and dominated both of those races. He came here in the 800. He must have been hurt. And he did say when he was running that 5,000 that he was running with like a cramp in his hamstring or something. So, I don't know. He's the definition. I'm showing up and I'm putting in the work anyway. He was not looking good. He was already in last place and had a gap on him in the first 200. At that point, I'm like, why did he show up? But I guess he's one of the athletes saying, look, I'm showing up. I'm going to compete whether I look good or not. And I know a lot of people were saying about Brianna Williams, hey, about my thoughts on her, not showing up or something. So here's the evidence of somebody, even if they're hurt or whatever, they showing up and they got blown out. But anyway, Javon Roberts of Guyana with that late charge in that last 40 meters. He went from, I think, third to get the win right there in that pack. It was about 5 of them that was coming on that last 200 meters. Obviously, they got the gap. He went from third to first. 156.64. Then we got Delano Todd of Jamaica. He was in the lead. He thought he had it. He was like, yes, I can smell it. I got 25 meters to go. Push. 15. What the heck happened? And he's in second. Beaten into second. You got to always remember, somebody can always jump on you. 157.44. He might have should have, started edging out to the outside of the curve. You know how they do. It's kind of, I find it kind of grimy a little bit. I got to be honest. But hey, if you ain't going to run in a straight line, but hey, it's legal as part of the rules to try to make somebody else run more. So go ahead. Brandon Leacock, Trinidad and Tobago, 158.17. I know a lot of people don't have an interest in, okay, I was about to say, in the 800 here. So we're going to just try to fly through this. The though. Now, that was a pretty good one. Let me see if I could. Michelle Smith. I'll just talk about it. Michelle Smith. I'll bring her up on the screen too. Like I said, we should be seeing more of the 400, 800 types, or the 400 hurdles and 800 type of athletes, because the 800 is fast enough that you can't be dawdling. There should really not be those sitting kickers. There should not be those 1,500 meter athletes that could come down to 800 and even medal. They should be hoping and praying that it's going to be a slow tactical race. And even if it's a slow tactical race, they're going to get outkicked by the sprinter types. There should literally be no chance for those slower athletes to have a chance. They should just be dusted and handed up lock and key. No room for the 1,500 or 5,000 meter athletes to come down. So the 800's changing. Michelle Smith has proven that once again, even at the youth level. If you could do it at the youth level, you could do it at the pro level. It's going to be its own challenges at the youth level. But she came in that last, off of that last 150, she put in work. And her personal best is at 208. She ran a 209.72. So congratulations to her for the win. Then we got Layla Haynes that was in second, 211.90. Then we got a whole slew of athletes. We got Victoria Gruer of Haiti, 211.99. And then Kashay Rowe of Jamaica, exactly the same time, 211.99. So I don't know if there's a protest right here. Did they both share that? Because I didn't watch their reward ceremony at all. So sometimes these championships only got one medal, and they literally will just give out one. So I don't know what they're going to do right here. But we got two athletes with the exact same time. So they're going to come down to the clock now. And then we got the final 800. Then we're going to go over to the 200. And then the 4x4, Jamaica swept that. We're going to end it off right around here. Then we got Nathan Cumberbatch, Trinidad and Tobago. He had a late surge. He was kind of controlling the race right in that lead pack. And then he had a late surge in that last 200 meters, put the field away, 150-134. Very good tactical race. Very, very good for him. I think he was the favorite coming into this anyway, so he could run it any way that he wanted to do. Then we got Fabian Gallup in second, 152.33. Then we got Stephen Camajo of 152.92. Right? Now, let's go down here. To the 200. Here it is. Now, unfortunately, oh my goodness, they got another one of these. All right, let's bring up the race itself. If they want to play like that, we're just going to have to bring up the race. Y'all give me just a second, and I'm going to bring up the 200s. May as well. I played the other ones. So give me just a moment. I'm going to put the logo up here real quick as I pull up that. So give me just a moment. Since they're not pulling up the results properly, guess Watch Athletics had a little bit too much to drink tonight. Just like the officials, I don't know, they were drunk or something here when they said they wanted the full 4x100 meter relays to rerun just because Barbados protested. I'm like, okay, rerun the race. If you're going to rerun it on the same day, number one. And then number two, just have Barbados themselves run it by themselves. I've been at plenty of track meets, and matter of fact, one of our teams in our conference, they just ran by themselves. They ran fast enough by themselves. They won the whole thing in the 4x2 indoor. So I'm just like, hey, what am I looking for? Oh, yeah, the Carifta 200. So let's pull that up real quick. We're going to pull up the U17 girls final. Shout out to Sportsbacks.
3.03 set in 2002 by Anisha McLaughlin. That record set in the Bahamas. There's the 100 champion, Jemiah Nabi, has an opportunity to secure.
This real quick, because I know they're going to have their copyright thing. All right, now I got to find the time. Here we go. All right, here they look like they're lining up. Okay, this is a pretty decent lineup right here. Let's go over the lineup as it is. Anaya Nurse, Elise Dickinson, Tyra Charles, Jemiah Nabi, our eventual, well, you all have already seen it. Our eventual winner, Latrice East, Naomi London in second, Shanoya Douglas, and Tiana Springer. Springer be showing up. I've seen her multiple times show up at these big games. All right. You know, she's getting out on the field right here. But this looks like anybody's race. This looks like anybody's race. And this was a good, excited race right here. They had to draw this to the line. She's leaning forward, so she's giving up too much. I don't like that forward lean right there. If I was a coach, I'd tell her, you got to stop leaning too far forward. She's getting away with it because of her height. She's a little bit tall compared to the other female athletes. She does not have enough high knee lift. She's got more knee lift here, but her leg turnover is quick, being a little bit shorter. She's able to get away with it right now just because of her height, but going forward in the future and going to higher and higher levels, she's going to have to learn how to not, and she doubled in this too. So she's your double champion. She's going to have to learn how to not lean forward. She's going to have to learn how to not lean forward, y'all. Let me pull up the next race real quick. All right. All right, let's go straight up to the U17 boys. Let's go ahead and do that. I really enjoyed the games. I can't emphasize enough that I really enjoyed this. This was very exciting. This makes me want to watch it again. And matter of fact, I will. I'll watch it a couple times actually. The crowd out there was good. I had a large Jamaican crowd out there. I swear, Jamaica be represented. All up over here. The 4x4 athletes are pointing to the crowd. I'm like, yeah, you go ahead and do it. You kind of streaking the field. Go ahead. All right, let me skip this before they say copyright. You know, I can't just play the races just straight out. I gotta rewind and talk over and go over. But yeah, it is fair use. Fair use now. Fair use. Okay, now this is one thing I did want to say here. This is why I wanted to show this race, and I had this in my note. He's going backwards. Now, does he always run like this? Like I haven't noticed this before. But what's up with this athlete right here from the Bahamas? He's running backwards, and that took away my attention. I'm not even gonna lie, from the winner. That took away my attention from the winner. Not gonna lie. That took away my attention. And because he's like going backwards. Congratulations to Katie Smith of the Bahamas on that win. Well, I think it was a 21-68. Let me go for the official results here. I think it was a 21-68, if I'm not mistaken. 21-7. Yeah, 21-7. So decent performance. 21-7. Katie Smith, Ethan Sam, 21-96. Andrew Brown, I mean, going backwards. I'm surprised he didn't get out-leaned by the Jamaican athlete because he was leaning backwards. That just shows how much of an advantage he really had over Watson, in all honesty. And he was going backwards. Like, that's not a way to run, not whatsoever. So that's something he's got to work on. Hey, good. He's U17. He's got plenty of years to do it. Who knows? He may or may not. be on that upper level later on, but that's something to go forward in his career. Now we go to U20 girls. These are going to be the last events I'm going to show on the screen. I'm not going to do the 4x4s. I'm just going to read off the results. And we already know Jamaica won all of them. So at this point, kind of, yeah. But right here, we're going to show some of this breakdown and commentary here on the girls field. Let's bring this on the screen. And thank y'all for coming out to the early days of Head and Shoulders ATR. We're going to have a lot better things, but a lot better quality coming up going forward. Each year, I got to look to improve on something that I didn't do in the past. This year, we're going to go in depth with the coaches. We're going to do more of the analysis on the personalities of the athletes, not necessarily the events. Today is an event. We got people coming out. Will you guys come out tomorrow? That's the biggest question. And that's the question that track and field has to answer. Are people going to come out to track and field? Oh, shoot. She didn't messed up. Yep, she didn't messed up. Are you guys going to come out tomorrow? That's the thing. I forgot about that, actually. Are you guys going to come out tomorrow? And then is there going to be the stands filled in the future with fans of track and field, not partially filled? That's going to be the biggest question. And there you go. This is why I like this one, and we needed to show this one. We got multiple athletes messing up. Then we had the Jamaican athlete flinching. 2 athletes thrown out. That drastically changes the results, man. And you know, hey, you know this makes people nervous. When you got this, look at how they're looking. They're like, oh shoot, am I next? Now, this is drastically different. In all honesty, I think this is kind of a trash take, to be fair. Okay, what do y'all think about this for the Jamaicans here? What do y'all think about this one? Let's do it. Now, y'all see she's here, and look what happens. Look at this. She kind of flinches. Now, how come the Bahamian athlete flinched and fell out of his blocks and they let him run that 4x1 and they let them keep that time? But then they just DQ'd the Jamaican athlete for flinching. She didn't jump the gun. Come on, they over here, and I'm not even trying to be like, oh, I'm defending Jamaica. They doing this to athletes all over the place. This is not just the Jamaican athletes. In this case, it's a Jamaican athlete flinching. But the Bahamian athlete did a whole ass move. That's a automatic DQ on their thing. But anyway, getting to the race here. I didn't like that. That's one thing I didn't like about these championships. The Bahamian officials were kind of inconsistent. Or they were consistently kind of favoring the Bahamians. But from my perspective, I could be wrong here. All right, we got the Trinidad and Tobago athlete. She's kind of streaking away. Actually, I kind of like her stride. She's got a galloping style right here. Very good high knee lift. Very, very good high knee lift. Very focused. Very focused. I think she probably would have got second, in all honesty. Maybe second or third based on the other athletes there. But she came in, got this with a gracious win. 23:54 unofficial with that clocking right there. So Frederick with the win. Hold on, let's go to the official results so I can read those off because I don't remember all the time. Sanaa Frederick, she shows up. She's pretty decent on their 4x1 and in the open one. So 23-6 for Sanaa Frederick. Kenyatta Great, obviously 24-11. And Amari Pratt, 24-17. But I really don't like how the Bahamian officials were doing this. You said not hearing? Not hearing what? The race? I can't play the Audrey Davis. I can't play the race. Or are you saying not hearing me? Let me see something. Let me play myself real quick. Yeah. I can hear myself. So yeah, if you are here, smash that like button. We got 63 people. The volume seems kind of high to me. I got my, let me adjust that real quick live here. Because I found out I sound like I'm in a closet or something like that. And I was criticized. So let me change this up. I'm doing it live here while I got these people. We got almost 70 people here. Smash the like button. Everybody, don't forget to come out every Sunday at 6:15 p.m. Central Time and every Monday 6:15 Central Time, 6:15 p.m. Okay, now we got people saying they can hardly hear me. We've been having people here the whole time, 45 minutes in, and people can hardly hear me. That's what I was saying earlier. Huh, interesting. But I think we could probably hear myself now. Very interesting. The race commentary is very audible. Yeah, that's what I thought. So anyway, let me continue and proceed. Let's go ahead here. Let's continue to the last race here. Let's go to the last race that we're going to cover. Then we just going to go over the results. So we're going to go over the U20. But next week, we're going to define who the bench players of track and field are. All right, we're going to define who the bench players of track and field. Some people are talking about Brianna Williams is going to be sitting on that relay duty / bench player squad. And the way she's looking now, compared to some other athletes that's there, if the Twins are going to be, competing up in there, or at least one, she might not even make the bench squad. She might just be off the court completely, to put it in a basketball term. She might not make the bench squad, aka the relay duty. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to define who the bench players have been before, and then the week after, we're going to go over who the potential going forward bench players could be of each country, or multiple countries. We can't do all of them. Too many representatives and all of that stuff. But we're going to do the big names. So anyway, we got the U20 boys field right here. So let's bring this up on the field. We're going to bring this up on the field right here. Yeah, I don't know. I hear myself perfectly fine. I hear myself loud and clear. I did adjust it a little bit more. But as far as the audio, this is probably going to be kind of sort of the new norm. But I'm not sure. Maybe it's something on you guys' side, because I'm actually listening to myself now with my headphones in, and then I put in a different one, and I can hear myself perfectly fine. But for the TV, maybe it's that. So here's the field of the U20. We had Oregon Straker, Amani Muscol Beckles, Adam Musgrove, Javern Dunkley, Malik Smith Band, Ezekiel Newton, Alicia Williams, and Joshua Moscow. All right, that was your field earlier. All right, can you tell I did announcing before? It is so different than doing the commentary on YouTube, because I don't do the same exact. It's different doing the live PA announcing versus that. I haven't flexed the muscle of announcing yet. So this is a pre-recorded thing, so it's not like I'm going to be like, oh, this person here, this person there, this person. I'm just going to do more of the commentary. All right. And there you go. Always with the false starts there. Let's move on. There you go. That was a clear false start by that athlete. All right. Second time of trying. Some of these races have had to try 3-4 times before they got that thing right. All right, now here's the one thing I gotta say. We see a couple of athletes run like this on the pro level. I always find it very, very interesting. These athletes that kind of straight arm it. Now, isn't this how Abby Steiner runs? Isn't he just doing an Abby Steiner? Well, she's not the first one to do it, but since she's the pro athlete with the highest profile right now that's doing it. He's got the one arm straight, the other arm going. That's the Abby Steiner run. And now his knee lift is looking pretty good. He kind of distracted me from this race. I ain't even gonna lie. I was looking at him about 90% of the time, and then I was like, oh yeah, Jamaica. That's literally what happened. I was like, oh yeah, Jamaica. I literally forgot until the last 40 meters of the race. And then I was like, yeah. I'm appreciating the celebrations afterward. It's very like, hey, we put them to bed. We ain't listening to the haters. We putting them in the grave. All of that stuff. I'm appreciating the Jamaican athletes and their celebrations. I gotta say, I'm very much enjoying it. But shout out to Malik Smith's band with the 20.69. Then we got Javern Dunkley, 20.88. And then Adam Musgrove, 20.96. 20.96. All right, so now we're going to just go over the results of the 4x4. Jamaica won. That's basically it. Jamaica won. We got to be honest. So next week, like I said, we're going to be previewing some of the athletes next week who are the potential bench players. Not saying any of the athletes here. We just putting this on the screen. Some people have argued that Richardson is a bench player, and I'm just like, nah, I don't think she qualifies as a bench player now, in all honesty, but I will review and I'll let you guys know in 1 week's time when we go over that. I will be putting that up next Monday. We're going to go down and define who the bench players are. And then the Monday following that, we're going to go and define who the potential bench players going forward. Under the definition of bench player now, Sha'Carri Richardson wouldn't fall under it because she can't make the team. You gotta make a squad in order to be a bench player. Under the higher level. If we use the loose one, if you're competing and go to your national championships and don't make the team, yeah, you're a bench player. If you show up to regular, meets and everything like that. So, no, I would not say that technically she is. No, she's had some rough seasons, rough patches, and all of that. And let's see what she does this season. Now, as far as bench players, Brianna Williams would be one of them if I could point to one. It's kind of hard to define bench players with the American team because the American team ain't really meddling. Jamaica's hogging it up. So technically the entire American team would be bench players with that. Dina Asher-Smith was a bench player. No, she wasn't. Actually, she was able to get that 200-meter medal. But we're going to go over that. So if you guys want to see how we're going to break that down on the men's and the women's side, I know I've been focusing on the women now. Come out next week. Smash that like button. You've been listening to Head and Shoulders ATR, where we cover athletes, performances, and otherwise that are head and shoulders above the rest. Thank y'all for coming out to see the recap of the Carifta Games 50th anniversary edition. This was a fantastic one, hosted there in Bahamas. They had it a little bit shaky, but we're going to keep on trucking forward. Catch you guys on the next video.